Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday night's messages of love from above. Excited to get into the readings and see what Spirit has for us all. Before we do that, I do always love to send love out to the world, brings beautiful energy into the moment, and we impact the world at the same time. So if you want to join me, I, of course, welcome that. Whether you are watching live or on replay, we can join together outside of space and time where this love exists, originates from, and we can pour it out to the world. So I'm going to take a big, deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And we let that love pour into our heart, fill us up, and flow out to the world, circling the globe in a giant ball of love energy, just allowing it to transform and move across the land, the water, through the air, through the ground, bringing in higher and higher vibrational, unconditional love. Sparking each individual's heart higher and higher when it's ready. And if you yourself are in need of unconditional love this night for your own mind, your heart, your body, for a situation or a relationship, or for a loved one that you care about, we send love to you and to them right now. Just allow it to surround you. And for the individual that you are wanting to send the love to, just focus on them and we will uh, push the energy through you to them as well. Just knowing that their higher self, even if the physical self, the character, you might be like, they wouldn't receive it, their higher self will. We'll just allow it to circle the person and allow each higher self to use the energy as it sees fit for its journey. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for allowing me to do that and joining me in doing that. And before we get into the readings, of course, I always have my little spiel that I want to make sure you guys are aware of the giveaways and the free stuff that I'm offering, especially if you're new to my channel. Um, so I do have these. Hey, Mary. uh, got a gut trap. Memberships are available now, and this video talks about the giveaways. And of course, there's a big, huge thank you in there for everyone. I've almost been doing live readings on YouTube for a year, been doing readings for decades, but YouTube for a year. So I like this opportunity to give away things, and I have weekly giveaways. I just posted about an hour ago the first weekly giveaway for members, which becoming a member, you're just automatically entered into it for each of the weeks. And I hit 9 members so far, and I'm on a goal for 30 because YouTube is going to give me something little bonus special for doing that in the first 30 days. And of course, I have a ton of stuff I want to give away if we reach that by August 25th. So if you want to check that out, you can check that out. And there is, even for non-members, a big drawing at the end of the month. All you have to do is watch the video, hit the thumbs up if you like where I'm headed with all of this, and then comment in the actual video. And that comment is what gets you into the big drawing at the end of the month. And then that doesn't interfere at all with my weekly giveaways that I have been giving away for a while to all my subscribers. And whoops, pay attention what you're doing, bruddaZEN. Grab the wrong thing. You know how it goes. Delete all that. There we go. But I have a weekly giveaway. There it is. And on Tuesdays, I'll put out a video announcing what I'm giving away, how you can get into the drawing. So you can check out that video too, if you so choose. And then I have a few things that I put out each week that are also free, which I have a free pick a card that I put out. This one was how can I transform my lack this week's, and then I also have a take 10 with Zen, which is a video of 10 minutes or less that talks about how we can connect to the higher, realm, can connect and understand ourselves more, and I answer questions also from my subscribers. So um, free things that you can check out. There's a bunch of pick a cards. And of course, the series, I've been doing it for 8 weeks, evidently, because it's episode 8. So there's all those that you guys can check out. Now, if you're at a Praying Mantis membership level, you actually get advanced access to the following weeks. I already have episode 9 and next week's pick a card done. And so the Praying Mantis level has access to those. And then also, I'm on here for about 2 hours because at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, I have it's actually after every single one of my free, I go on for 2 hours on all my free readings. After those, I have a special Praying Mantis level free reading period. So you get extra access, and there's not as many people. So we get deeper, and we pull more cards and oracle cards and different things too. So there's a lot of cool benefits, and I'm going to be working on some meditations coming up too. And the Praying Mantis level will have early access to those. So a lot of reasons to do that if you feel led to, but check out the video and see if it's something you want to do. I do not want to put any pressure on anyone. I just want to make sure people are aware there's that available. This is the core of how we got started, and I never want to leave this. So um, that's all that. Blah, blah, blah. I know. Let's get to the readings. So let me get my desktop all set up and we will get into those. And let me just clear these out. And let me just make sure here. Hey, Felicia. I'm just going to take a quick screenshot just to make sure that we do not lose any, because the moment don't do that is the moment that it all goes away, right? So let me pop out the chat here. All right. So good, good, good. So none of it went away. That's always good. And then let me just shrink this down here. There we go. Now I can see. And if you are new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome. First of all, we got a great group of people, huge hearts, great senses of humor, and that's a wonderful combination. Um, so welcome, welcome, welcome to the Soul Family. And how the free readings work is I do go down in order, first come, first serve on in the chat. There's no special list. The chat is the list. We try to keep it simple. And so if you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading or general guidance, and Spirit knows what you want. So we'll pull cards for that. If anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange, and I'll prioritize those readings, step out of the free readings, dive deeper into those, and then once I'm done, return back, and then I continue down the list. Like I said, I'm on for a couple hours. So I try to get through as many free readings as I can, but a donation of any kind will prioritize your reading. And I don't look at dollar amounts. I know that everyone gives what they're able to, and everyone's finances, vary from day to day, person to person, country to country, planet to planet, moon to moon, whatever. So I honor whatever you give. And you can use the super chat at the bottom. And then in the pinned comment and description box of the video, I have my Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square. So you can do any of those that you wish. All right. So that is everything. And we will get into the readings here. So I don't see any donations yet. Hey, everybody. Good to see you all. Hope you're having a great weekend. And let me change this to live. Okay, good. Nothing disappeared there either. Okay, so let us get started here. And we have Dijona. It looks like you are up first here, um, let me just double check here. It looked like okay, it is. These just got out of order. Okay, good. Um, so we will start with you, and then I did have a donation that just came through. So I will go to you after that. Hey, Julia. All right. So since I already started shuffling for her, I'm going to complete Dijona's, and then we'll jump into yours, Julia. Hello, hello. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now, Dijona? Well, you got some endings and beginnings, which are very good here because you've got there's two tens here that are coming in, and and you know the 10 of swords, though it looks painful, and I mean it is painful, but they're not dead. It's a good card because you're when we're so inundated with the supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, the must of life, we do. It's exhausting. They're exhausted. They are trying to live up to all these things and trying to do all this, right? So, and there's this energy of letting go, of being sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, and feeling the pressure of living up to things and living up to people and living up to all the blah, blah, blah that we're given all our lives. And we got the Wheel of Fortune shows that you are allowing this movement, you're allowing this change to happen, and you're releasing a lot of this, which brings in beautiful changes. It allows things to roll forward. It's almost like these swords were keeping the wheel from turning, but now that you're the wheel is able to start turning. So I like it because it's the perfect timing for this to happen. A release of a lot of the fears of losing conditional love, the fears of failure, the fears of just rejection and all those things that we're taught all our lives that were, if you don't do this it means you're bad, and we're like, oh great, but I feel like a big release that's coming in here, and it's very supported, and it's worth it definitely to just let go and go with the flow and see where it takes you. So I like that for you, Dijona. And that is what they have coming in for you right now. So many blessings to you. Right, Julia. Yeah, you definitely can restate your question. An encounter, close encounter of the third kind, huh? All right. Okay, there you go. So you chatted a bit at work. Ooh. Nice. Do, 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 do. So he kinda asked, you kinda had a conversation, sort of, kind of. That's funny. So let's take a look here and see how he feels about the close encounter of the deep eyes and see what's going on here. Okay. Okay. Well, I like that one. See what else comes out here. Okay. So let's take a look here. Okay. Well, we had this is the way the cards came out. We have passion ignited. It was so intense. Yeah, can tell. King of Wands. Look at all this Wands energy, like intense. You got the Knight and the King of Wands with all this royalty, this royal energetic passion and energetic ignition there. And the Fool card, which was like this moment of freedom. It's like almost like you were out of body, right? But there's like this the Fool card is like leaving old cycles behind and beginning this adventure that's just free of limitation, free of explanation, free of definition. And it's a beautiful flow, of enjoying what is. And so I like that. I like that here. They got the Four of Wands, which is it's a celebration, joy, very balanced energy feel as well. Equal passion on either side, two wands on each side. It's the two individuals going, yep, yep, we both feel the same way here. So it feels a very, like you said, very intense, but wonderful. It's a wonderful intensity. Let's see what we got here. Wow, I can see the intensity here. Because you've got the Seven of Pentacles, which things are still growing. It's still patient. They still, it's still not like all of this energy. It's it doesn't it's not like a miracle grow lamp that it grows the plant overnight. The fruit doesn't appear overnight, but it is like miracle grow that it helps it grow faster and more nutritious. Nutritious. Sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth. Um, nutritious, and I like all this, and we definitely have this. Wow, it's just these four major arcana coming in here. We have the shadow, which is freeing, from thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, right? Around what wishes come true are. And there's this rebirth, this death and this rebirth, coming in here. And the strength card, there's all this on the outer, there's transformation that's happening with both of these cards. And in the inner is like this dream come true, this balancing, this connection to the higher self. And it just feels, of course, they're the Leo, right? It's like, you have to have Leo energy present and Aquarius energy. Um, So it's like, wow, so there's all this outer stuff that's happening, but there's a lot of beautiful inner stuff that's going on. So I like it. And they liked it. And I feel like it's this freedom, it's freeing feeling that's coming. And, that's what the Capricorn Saturn energy does too, is they shake and rattle and show us what the uh, chains around the neck that keeping it, um, feeling trapped and restricted, and they show us these beliefs that we have and it frees us, but doing the work brings us the reward too. So I definitely feel like there's this rebirth that is undergoing as we knew, but I like it. It's very positive. So hopefully that brings you the clarity, especially the Four of Wands, which is equal. The feelings are equal, the passion, the ignition was equal. So, um, there we go. I like the just letting it flow because that's what they need right now in their life, and you don't need it all. Ah, boom, boom. Yeah, they know what they're talking about at least, so that's good. So I like it. I like it. I feel like that vacation really, just really, um, it just gave him the perspective they needed, right? So I just like, wow. So that is what they have for you. So many blessings, and thank you for the donation. Hey, Lalima. I just can't get over the green is so green on there, and so Lalima, praying mantis bow. And we will, be to you shortly. Alright. You are very welcome. Alright, so Daisy, we left off with you for the free readings, and how is it going? It is going well. Um, It's so funny in the praying mantis session after this morning's free readings, I was given an example of um, tornado watch versus tornado warning, and it was blue skies at where I'm at. And then as soon as I finished the session, my phone went off, tornado warning, and I'm like, "What? We don't have tornado warnings. We're right on the mountains usually." So it's usually like out east of the city, but they still warn us. And sure enough, there were tornadoes north of town and funnels and stuff, but I just thought, "That's so funny." I mean, why would I bring up tornado warning? But there it was. So they were trying to warn me, pre-warn me. All right, but that's, I hope you're doing well, Daisy. So you wanna know, what does your immediate future look like when it comes, to your house search? Okay, let's take a look here and see what spirit wants you to know. All right. So I needed to quench my cough drop. So we've got, you know, it feels like there's decisions coming up here in your immediate future. Close your eyes and open your heart, because there is this walking away from some emotions that no longer serve and walking towards wish fulfillment. So it tells me that there's some homes that are coming up that are available, but you got to get out of your mind about them and get into the heart, because the heart is what's going to guide you. The heart knows the way and it's going to take you there. But if you go strictly off the mind, you're going to lose opportunity to come in here. So I feel like there is definitely a possibility and an opportunity of finding a home here, but you got to close your eyes, trust your heart, and follow it. So definitely, I feel like there's something coming up that doesn't maybe look good on paper, but it's like, go see it, and then you're like, wow, they do not know how to post this listing, because and it's great that it is, because um it's like it kept other people from finding it, but it helped it be held for you. So that's the kind of energy that I feel is coming in with that. So that's what they have for you, Daisy. So many blessings to you. All right. In LA, hello, hello. So, how does the Virgo that you met online view you at this moment? All right. Dun, dun, dun. Let's take a look here and see. Well, I didn't want that one. All right. Well, there's a lot of joy and celebration here and a lot of passion. So, they're attracted to you physically and energetically. It's there. It's kind of feels mutual with this energy, the four bonds, which you just got a little bit ago. It's joy and celebration, and passion, passion, passion. I don't see like they haven't fallen in love with you yet. There's no cups here. There's not like a whole lot of thinking going on. It's just mainly attraction energy that comes in there. So that's where that's what how they're viewing you right now, is attractive and drawing them energetically. It's like, I want to get to know her. But it's like, is there more? Show me more. I want to see more, not just, fancy, smancy, little flirty, birdie chat. I want intelligence for you. I know this is what your spirit guides. Your spirit guides, because that's what I'm speaking from their point of view, right? And they're saying, what I really want for you is someone who is intelligent, that can carry on a great conversation online. Because if you can't show me online, you're not going to be able to show me in person. So start there, and then I want a sense of humor. And then I also, want to get communication that they're capable of feelings, not just trying to hook up, not trying to just, get action, type of stuff. So I feel like this is what your spirit guides want want for you. But that's what their current energies are for you. But it's like you've got these huge big brother spirit guides that are going, mm-mm, nuh-uh. So that's what's coming in. So that is what they have for you, LA. So many blessings to you. And happy pill. You'll be in my next free reading coming up, but I do have a donation. So thank you so much, KDP, for your donation. All right. And let's take a look here. A new start with you. Okay, so see if Jordan will heal this year and want a new start with you. Okay, let's take a look here. See what's going on with Jordan's journey. Okay, all right. I feel like there's a fork in the road here. Let's see what this is. All right, let's see what we got here. So we've got this, coming in here first with the King of Pentacles. And when we're asking, do they, heal this year? I see here starting that they are really drawn into the physical world, right? They really want abundance and they see abundance as in the coin. They see abundance as in like they're perceived in the outside world. They're very outward focused for their worth, right? And that's where their 9 of cups, their dream come true. This is what they have these beliefs around of, this is my dream. They want to be, I don't know, a rock star. They want to be seen. They want to be, their success is uh, determined by the outside world, is a lot of their energy that's coming in here. But it's an out of balanced energy. And they're telling you all this first because this is like where the healing really um, can be focused, which is the out of balance of how they determine their worth. Because it goes, all the way back to childhood where they felt abandoned, left behind, and so that's why they have this desire that they have to think, um, there's this huge um I have to give so much to get so little. That's what's going on underneath. And that's why they feel like they have all this stuff in their mind. We talk about the 6 of Pentacles a lot, where, it's this out of balance belief system. And no matter how much our human conscious mind is like, I want love, I want abundance, I want this, I want all this stuff, but it feels like there's a barrier. It can never come to them because their inner child is in charge of the force field. And they're like, no, there's this, you have to do all of this to get this. And they haven't done all of that. And so the little inner child's like, nope, 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 you can't have this. So there's these forest fields that keep that away from them. Not necessarily money itself, as in acknowledgement, which comes with fame and money and outward defining themselves by the outward, things, is really what it comes down to. Coin pentacles, represents the outside world. So the healing, when you are talking about this year, I don't feel like it's that fast. Because they've got the temperance card, which is the slow process of tempering, going back and forth and back and forth. And we do have the Knight of Swords, which it's like the pursuit of higher knowledge, trying to see things from a different perspective, trying to see things from this different way of looking at things, right? And this has to do with them getting into their inner child to where they have the balancing that comes in that allows them to feel abundance, allows love to come in, allows whatever all the stuff that they feel are to define them, you know. But that temperance card tells me that they don't do this quickly. This sense of success of the outside world defining them is very deep. And I feel like um, they've really doubled down on, you know, that this, whatever this popularity, whatever, whichever this thing is, like, this is what tells me I'm good enough. And, but it's really their inner child that is where all that subconscious stuff is happening. Um, you know, the is there, you know, a possibility of a fresh start? I don't know, you know. I feel like these last 3 cards, because these came out separate from these others, and I feel like this is more for you than it is, um, for, and I know I that you really, really, really want Jordan. We've talked about this before, and this comes up here showing a new passion in your life, and that there's this movement with your power of choice, because that's what the champion card, this is like a champion that, you know, was riding the chariot, and they're the ones that decide what story, what emotion, what energy they're putting out, and what choices they make in the outside world. Yeah, this feels like a new passion that comes in that allows you to see bigger and see things and see that you are the one that gets to choose and make the choices about what something means, how you feel about someone or something, what energy you put forward, and what actions you take, and that you can't control someone else's, but you can control your own, because it does lead to Lover's card. It does lead to something that is very important. So, you know, you know, so that's what I feel is coming in there. Um, so that is what they have there, Katie. Katie, I'm gonna pull another card here just real quick. Want to pull a psychic tarot. Crap. Yeah, you know, but I just feel like you don't um try not to look at what they say and what you feel you see the potential in someone. Go by what they're showing you, because I know, eh, by my own experience, it's like, but I see so much potential in them, and but all the potential, especially in, you know, in management. I mean, every area of my life, because you're intuitive and you pick up people's emotions, you pick up people's depths of stuff. You're like, look, I can see what they're capable of. Why aren't they doing it? It's because they don't want to, and there's nothing you can do to make it do it, as well. Yeah, and so you got the 3 of Wands here, which the 3 of Wands for me is taking a different, um, you know, different direction. It's always that there's something new information you receive, and you're like, I'm ready for, you know, to go in a different direction. And that's what this confirmation is with all of this. Yeah. Because it says, with all partnerships, always remember that there has to be an even exchange of energy. If you give too much, whereas your partner gives too little, it will leave you feeling energetically drained and cause potential disharmony in the union. There must be overall balance with the alliance in order for it to work and blend together for optimum results. This card reminds you that success can come in many forms, even from the most unlikely sources. have an open mind. So that's what the 3 of wands for me is usually it's like there's like 2 wands and 1, and it's like this was the direction you were going, and it's like, changing there. Yeah. Well, as far as all guys you talk to end up not talking to you, you might look into the 6 of pentacles for yourself too. Because there can be some stuff going on in the subconscious world, which is like, if you check out my Take 10 with Zen, episodes 4 and 5 are about fate and the stuff that we consciously do and subconsciously do. You know, if there's this forest field keeping away people, except for Jordan, it also can be that you have this subconscious that believes that's the only thing you deserve is someone who doesn't give to you equally, and everyone else is being kept away. Yeah. Yeah, if that's what you want to experience, you definitely can do that for sure. Why doesn't he want it? It's his inner child. His inner child saying, "Nope, nope, you can't have it," because listen to the Take 10 was Zen episodes 4 and 5. They're 10 minutes or less, and then you'll see this out of balance 6 of Pentacles energy that Jordan has that keeps things away from him. But you can also look at the reflection and go, "Oh, this could also be why the people are being kept away from me." And then there's this energy. And sometimes, you know, we might be attracted to unavailable people for a reason too. Something to think about. Sometimes we will choose people who subconsciously our inner child knows they're not available. So let's choose them because then we can't end up in a relationship with them. Yay! Fun times. But so check those out, Katie. See if those bring any clarity for you too. Um, so that is what they have for you right now. Again, thank you so much for your donation. But I really feel like they're telling you you end up taking a different direction. But the lesson is repeated until we've had it enough, and we will do it as long as we need to. Well, the our higher self wants what's best for us and our highest experience. Our inner child in our subconscious, they have belief systems that they developed when they were 7 years old and younger, before our brain developed. Because our mental child, 7 years old to 14-year-olds, is the thinker that was like, but our emotional inner child was 7 years old and under. It didn't know. It was just going off of emotion. And one of the things when you check out that video, it talks about, you know, when we're that young and we have someone that's important to us that we want their love so bad, like a parent or grandparent or siblings or whoever, and we give so much to them to get blip back. That's what saves down there. And that's they think that's, well, this is what we're supposed to do. This is all they knew. They're a child. They're a little child. They don't know any better. Oh, that must be the rate of exchange. And it's going, no, 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 no. They keep to that. They're hatch marking that out. 1,000 love coins before you deserve one. Um, and they're like, no, this is what is good for us because otherwise we get punished, or this is what this means because this is what they learned. And so they think they're doing good for us, but they've learned unhealthy ways of dealing with emotion because that's what happens to the human child. So hopefully that helps there. All right, so let's get going here. Thank you again for your donation, Katie, and check out those videos and let me know what you think of them. So Crescent Moon, thank you for your donation and good evening to you. Great to see you. And question below in three, two, one. Bzz. Oh, you're very welcome, Katie. Freedom, freedom will come one of these days. All right, so Crescent Moon. If you entered it, sometimes it doesn't show up. I don't see it yet if you did submit it. And just okay, no, that's not a donation. All right, Crescent Moon. So I still don't see it, Crescent Moon. I know sometimes people are like, I put it, and I'm like, well, YouTube is not sharing it with me, so you might want to try it again there if you have. And while we're waiting, I just for the sake of time, since I will be on until 7:55, and then I'll head off to to the mhm, to the praying mantis session. Yeah, I see the $3 and they said question below, but I don't see a question below yet, is what I'm meaning. So thanks for sharing that, though, Mary. Because sometimes people will then put it down below. Okay. Okay. So maybe they fell asleep and I was blabbing for a minute. My voice can do that. All right. But for the sake of time, I'll keep checking down below Crescent Moon. But I'm going to jump up and Happy Pill was the next free reading. So you wanted a general reading. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know right now. What advice do you have for Happy Pill? All right. Well, we do show here we've got an important relationship that's here. It could be romantic, it could be friend, best of friends. It could be this, whatever type of relationship they're bringing up about. It's looking like you're trying to find some peace of mind around this interaction. Oh, no. With this person. Be right back. Okay. um, so it's like you're looking for this peace of mind around it. And with the trick of it, if you're like, how am I gonna, come to terms with this interaction with this person? Well, the Ace of Swords here is what helps bring the peace of mind. The three swords on here are the expectations, the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos. The Ace of Swords allows you to see things from a higher perspective and release them from the cage. It's almost if I could put them, behind the like this is a prison cell here. We can, keep someone trapped on our end because we have these belief systems that we've learned from when we were very young about this is how you're supposed to treat me and you're not. So now I'm mad or I'm resentful or I'm hurt. And we've got these judgments, we've got them behind bars already because we are the jury, the judge, and the executioner sometimes, right? And we're like, so to overcome this, to have this peace come about with this interaction with this person, it's about forgiveness. It's about releasing them from your wrath, releasing them from this cage and allowing them to be who they are, realizing these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts were just popular opinions that we put on there. But who's to say? Because if they have things like you're supposed to be this way, and you're like, oh no, I'm not. Well, that's where they're coming from too. When we try to cage others, it means we have ourselves in our own cage. Other people, if they try to cage us, we're resistant too. So it's about letting expectations go. It's about allowing yourself to look for the gratitude in who someone is and who they are instead of focusing on how they're failing and who they're not. So that can help bring peace with this individual, whatever situation that is. So that is what's coming in for you, Happy Pill. All right. So many blessings to you. And I will return here to the free readings. Next up will be Magician. But I do see your statement here, Crescent Moon. So let's jump in here, see what we've got going on. All right. Yeah, thank you trying to help Mary. So Taurus's current feelings toward you, and will you have an opportunity to see him tonight, tonight, tonight? The eight magic eight ball. Am I the magic eight ball? Please feel free to be nosy. All right, so I do see you put it twice. Thank you. All right. All right. Yeah, so I see it there now. And let's take a look here and see. Are you going to be able to see him tonight? And any other nosiness that we can know at this time. All right. Thank you. So let's take a look here. So, current feelings towards you. All right. All right. What else do we got here? Okay. So, do not be discouraged um, with these cards coming up here, because the ones over here are showing what's coming forward, the nosiness that we did, which is good, because we've got the high priestess, which is they kind of they're in this place of wanting to be alone, wanting to balance things out, and they're kind of looking at wanting to take things in a different way, not bad, just they're contemplating a lot. And I don't know if this doesn't feel like necessarily specifically directed at you either. It just feels like this is their energy right now overall. Even though we asked towards you, they're like, well, this is how they're feeling towards everyone. So don't feel like this is personal, is what your guides are saying. Because they're in this funky, I need to step back. I need to evaluate my life. I need to balance things out. I feel out of balance. I feel out of control. And okay, so what am I gonna do? I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with all this stuff that's happening. So I feel like they've hit a lot of bumpity bumpity bump in the road in their life, and it's just causing them to like I said, feel like something's knocked them off kilter. And so this is kind of what just impacts their whole mood. Uh I don't feel like they are someone who can really compartmentalize things. It's like, um, because they're showing me they're showing me the old plates. It's from my brother. They had my brother, he ended up in the military, but he had tons of military stuff before he even joined the military. But there was these big metal containers that had it separated where you would keep the food separate, and that's not them. They're like more of a bowl. They just everything gets poured in together. So whatever impacts one thing is impacting the whole soup. They've put it all together as a stew. There's not like their vegetables and their meat and this and that. They just throw it all in together. So when one thing is impacted in their life, it impacts everything in their life, if that makes sense. So I don't feel like you're gonna see them tonight. That's why I'm saying don't be discouraged, because I feel like they've got a little firestorm going on. All this energy just feels out of whack and out of kilter. And I feel like a slim possibility if they can get things balanced. Yeah, but I don't feel like they will. I feel like it's more, you know, kind of just a swirling firestorm is what's happening. But I the reason I said don't give up, don't let it discourage you, because dun da 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 they get their stuff together, and then here they ride in, on the white horse, offering the emotion. So I feel like they will, and here's the Queen of Pentacles, which is new birth and sensuality, and but taking care of you, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture yourself. But it is new birth and harvest and abundance. It's a very positive coin, and I like it too that the knight is riding in to because the knights serve the king and the queen. And usually the queen is the one that comes up with this is what I would like. This is the quest. And the knight, "Oh, I go do the quest. I bring the queen what she has wanted, right? Um, I no, I don't play with these cards by myself and have little stories. And here we go. Here is the celebration, the joy. The quest is over. Here is this wonderful energy that comes in, balanced passion to on either side. And I like this because I felt like when we have 2, 3, 5, I go, there's something missing here. A 4, a balance that comes in. And then we have 4, 5, and we've reached the 6, which is the 6 of wands, more balanced passion, more balanced energy, victory, and celebration there. So I like all this. They like telling the story. They like being able to understand and going, "Oh, okay, so all this that's going on is about them and their life, and I don't need to define myself by all that stuff that's going on. Um, I can only, while I'm waiting, that's why that Queen of Pentacles, the Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, while we're waiting for other people to finish their quest and their journey, you know, um, we're focusing on our own self love, our own inner quest ourselves. So they're going through their stuff, figuring stuff out, and like, well, while I'm waiting, it's a win-win for me to also release my own thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve me and my own emotions that no longer serve me too. So um, I like that energy coming in here. Yeah, because you have the magician coming in here for you too, which is whatever you focus your energy on is what grows and expands. So the more you can focus on what you're grateful for them and what you're grateful for in your life and unconditional love and joy and laughter, then the universe brings us more things that resonate with that. Like attracts like. If we're focusing on what we're missing and what someone's not doing and all that, we attract more of that. We're telling the universe, I want more. The a couple of weeks ago, spirit showed me a little kid walking into a bakery and going up to the little glass counter and pointing at this donut over and over and over again. And then the baker, of course, puts a whole dozen of them into a box and hands them to the kid. And then he's like, I hate these. And like, well, why are you pointing at them? Well, I was pointing at, I hate those donuts. I hate those donuts. I hate those donuts. And the baker goes, you know what? If you point out what you love, I'll give you dozens of those instead. And I'm like, oh, that's how that works. So I like it. But hopefully that helps here. I feel like you know, they'll get themselves under control. Taurus, I feel like they're ruled by Venus, and we just entered Venus retrograde last Saturday or the before. I think it was last Saturday. But so that kind of rocks things and has them go super reflective too. Taurians, because they're ruled by Venus, get to, you know, get invited to a deeper level with it all because they're used to it. But when that retrograde happens, they go super reflective on love. So in life, and they're earth energy, so they ground. So that's what's coming in. Boom. So that's what's happening. And thank you so much for your donation and enjoy your wonderful journey. All right. So that is what they have, and many blessings. And we left off with Magician. So, Magician. So, you want to know, what does the future uphold for you or hold for you? Um, so, based on current energies, because you could always switch it up, right? So, we'll say if you keep on your current trajectory. Ooh, look at me using fancy words. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I like this here. It almost looks like they're running away from each other. But we've got the Knight of Wands, which is fast moving action and new passion of life. But the Seven of Swords is like you're questioning your thoughts and your fears and your thoughts that have stolen from you and deceived you in the past. And you're dropping some swords already, some thoughts and beliefs, because you started off with seven. You have five left, and it looks like you're looking at some more here, getting ready to drop some more as you let go of these limiting thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have kind of cheated you from leaping forward, then it's just like it goes from 0 to 60 miles an hour and whoosh, really opens up things. So I like this. It's worth the effort of looking at these limiting thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, doing a little bit of shadow work. If you want to have some ones to look at. If I haven't told you about Take 10 with Zen, we've got some, um, they're 10 minutes or less. There's eight of them. So if you want to check through the playlist, the ones of fate, I feel are good for you um, to look at. But if any others catch your interest, follow your heart with those. But there's some thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you can let go that have been holding you back that will allow you to leap into the future and kind of jumpstart some good things in your life too. So that is what they have for you, magician. So many blessings to you. And then Luna Ray, you are up. So what is coming in for you in love in the near future? Let's take a look here based on your current energies and see what's coming here. All right. Well, well, well. So the first card that popped out is the Ace of Wands. So there is a dual message that comes with that, of course. One is that you do have new passion that is coming up in here in your near future. But the other message goes right along with this Two of Pentacles too, because this reminds, it's like Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles energy that are coming together here. Choice of action in the outside world. This is like, what action am I going to take in the outside world? Am I going to have an action that's rooted in unconditional love, or one actions that are rooted in fear? Same thing with the wands, is each moment we're putting and focusing our energy. And so regarding love, are you in each moment when you're thinking of love, are you putting out and your energy towards gratitude for the love that you've had in your life, for the love that will be coming in, connecting to unconditional love, connecting to your higher love and joy? And because when we're doing that, that's raising your love vibration, that'll draw them in quicker. If we're focusing our energy on that I'm missing love and I don't have love in my life, or I hate the love that I've had in my life before, what we're telling the universe is I enjoy hating um, the people that I have love connections with. I enjoy missing love in my life. Can you make me miss it more? Because that's the energy what's putting out. Whatever we focus on is what grows. Like attracts like. And if we continue that, then we have our lower vibrational energy and we draw in lower vibrational people and relationships and experiences. When we raise our love vibration, we have higher and we draw in higher love vibration individuals and experiences. So I feel like that's what they're wanting you to know, is that you have a lot available to you for the future, but it's in your hands, and what you focus on is what will bring in these things. And so dealer's choice. I don't know why they say that, but that's you. I'm throwing the cards. I'm determining the wild cards, and you get to do that. So I like it for you, Luna Ray. So many blessings to you. That's what they have right now. All right. And then Dollface Diva, you'll be the next free reading here. Just take a quick sip here. I need like a general for next week. So let's see. What does Spirit want you to know about next week? All right. There's a lot of activity, a lot of movement with you have both the page and the knight of wands. So new desire, new passion that comes in, and a lot of energy, a lot of movement, fast moving passion, fast moving energy. So there's a lot happening. It just feels like, things just move super, super, super fast. And this is about your energy. This is like I was just talking about the Ace of Wands, with Luna, right? And so that's what this energy is. The knight pursues the Ace of Wands, and that's their quest, right? And the Page of Wands goes, I have it. I'm learning about it. How am I investing my energy? So I feel like next week is a huge important time in your life. Like whatever you focus on, it's like huge manifestation that is happening very quickly. So normally things come in pretty fast, with manifestation, but it's like next week it's whoosh, whoosh. So it's like it helps you be aware and test out your manifestation energies, because when you're like, I'm focusing on this and here it is, it's like, oh, I didn't want to focus on my fear, because now the fear is like coming in, and it's like, no, I'm not going to focus on my fear. I'm focused on gratitude for this. This drifts away and this comes in fast. So I like this for you because it is this opportunity for you really, really to see that whatever I'm focusing on, I'm drawing to me at ludicrous speed instead of regular speed. So it could be very good or it could be very weird, whatever your focus is. So that is what they have coming in there. So many blessings to you. You're welcome, Luna. All right. And blessed one. Hello, hello. You want to know what is coming in here for you? So let's take a look here and see, what does spirit want you to know? All right. Wow. So there is this opportunity coming in to really bring you some clarity around what you feel your dream come true is. Because the star card here is like wishing upon a star, very Aquarian energy, but it's balancing these three stars and these four stars. Those represent the chakra system. And so it's like balancing things, but you have this new opportunity that comes in for you to see this and go, is this what I really want? It's like finding a genie lamp. It's a mini genie lamp, though it's only one wish. And so this wishing upon a star, it's like you rub the lamp and then the genie appears and goes, what's your one wish? And you're like, oh, just one? I don't get three. And they're like, I'm a mini genie, not meanie like mean, but mini, mini genie. And you're like, oh, so what is my dream? If I had one wish that could come true, well, to make my heart sing and feel full, what would it be? And this is what's coming in here, this opportunity to really clarify, what is it that my dream is? And so there's this opportunity for this, and it's clarity. That's why I just feel that you're getting clarity about what the dream truly is, not the one that we've been given by humans, the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, the musts, the dream that we wake up in the morning going, oh God, I got to go live my dream today. That's existing. That's not our dream. That's someone else's that we took on as our own. And so there's this clarity of aligning with your high heart on what that is. So that is what I feel is coming in for you, blessed one. So many blessings to you. All right. And Silent Victory, you are up next here. Hello, hello. And you'd like a general reading for August. Sure. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know for August? Ooh, there's a lot of hidden and unknown that's going to be revealed here. You have the Queen of Cups, who she reminds me of the High Priestess, because the Queen co-rules over water in emotion, but all the queens are given a second portion of water, which makes her the master of emotion. So very much a cousin or sister to the High Priestess, so she can dive deep into the unknown here, like the Moon card. So this energy of all this emotion, all of this that's coming in, you are having a lot of emotional energy really amplified during the month of August, but it is designed for you to go into your subconscious, to go below the surface of what appears to be happening. That brings in a lot of clarity, a lot of um, hidden things are brought into the light, a lot of stuff that um, trusting your intuition is huge during this month. That if you're like, this feels like something boo 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 is going on over here, your spidey sense is going off. Trust it, trust it, trust it, because if you feel it that it's happening, chances are that it is. And yeah, and then you just got again the Queen of Cups, but then also the Hermit. So the High Priestess does step back into her High Priestess temple. So both of these are about it's important during this month for you to take your alone time to get away from everything. The High Priestess goes into her High Priestess temple to connect to spirit, go behind the veil and dive. And the Hermit steps away from people and goes on their path, allowing their higher self and their entourage of spiritual beings to guide them in their path. So it's very important this month to have your alone time. It doesn't mean you have to be a total hermit, but it is important for you to take your alone time. So that is what they have for you, Silent Victory. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. All right. And we're moving down the list here. And Mary the Aries. Hello. And you want to get an energy reading between the Cancer and you. How is he feeling? What does he want? Oh, he called private 3 times and hung up. No contact in almost 4 weeks. Bye, Felicia. Mhm. Yeah, that's your message. You channeled your own message. All right, let's take a look here. What's the energy? What does spirit want you to know? But this between you and this Cancer. All right. Yeah. Like you said, bye, Felicia. So this is, you know, new communication. But I feel like the energy, because this is about seeing things from a higher perspective and cutting away the fears, seeing things clearly, communicating clearly is what is needed. And they're I don't feel like they're capable of this here. Because you said they're a Cancer. I almost feel like, we've got all this Aquarian energy here with air, with the swords, and then the star card is all about, it is Aquarian energy, but they're about balance and about, so you can see how the water's being poured out both into emotions and into spirit and then onto the mind and onto the land. There's a lot going on, and there's it's like there's a lot going on in overthinking for an individual. I don't feel like it's you that's overthinking, because I feel like but I just feel like they are just overthinking too many things in their life in general. But you also, this represents your higher self, and you also have the Strength card, which here's your human and here's your higher self. And this is also about connecting, this night quest after seeking higher knowledge, seeing things from a higher perspective. So all of this is about, they're like, you know, when you're quiet, we'll put it that way, when you can quiet yourself, you hear so clearly. But your spirit guides are. But big if she can get quiet, because they're like, you are go, 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 go. And it's important for you to take deep breaths and step back, and you'll get your clear answers always. But I feel like that this is not, use your higher self. Look at They're like, "Sometimes we have to use a large trumpet to try to get your attention." So it is very important. It's like higher self, higher self, higher self, connect higher, is definitely coming in here, but, yeah, the energy, they don't even wanna talk about a whole lot about them because like they said, they're off in their head and all of this, even though they're a Cancer sign, they're like, they're off and overthinking and doing all this stuff, and they're just like you're saying, "Bye, Felicia." It's like it's time for you to really connect with your, with spirit and just really get into this nitty-gritty of these individuals, right? I feel like there's this, um, not that there's a pattern, but you attract your light can be so bright that it attracts a lot of moths, and they're just like, "We need to put up some bug zappers." Your guys are so funny always, but it's like they're just like, "We gotta find out why we're attracting these individuals. These are mirrors for us, and what are we learning about ourselves?" And it's like spirit is, like, trying to draw you into this close relationship between you and your higher self, because that is what's needed, at this time. So that's what's coming in, Mary. So hang in there and don't make them get out the bullhorn. I'm trying to get your attention. They're so funny. All right. So many, many blessings to you. That is what they have. And hey, Felicia, thank you so much for the reminder. Thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up that you give the video. It does help spread the Zen love. And so thank you guys for doing that. And thank you, Felicia, for the reminder. And you want to know a general reading for August. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know for August here? Hmm. Yeah, I feel like we've gotten something similar to this, right? Because it's a time of you really stepping up and you deciding. You've got some of these old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are from other people that have like deceived you and made you, it's like thievery, have where you feel cheated in life because you felt like you were holding yourself back because of these fears, but you've been letting stuff go, like you said, before with this card. Two swords have already been dropped. You're already looking at these three about what you want to let go of. And this is the energy of the Emperor, who Aries energy, stepping into your power. They hear a lot of blah, blah, blah from people about supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and beliefs. But the Emperor stands up for themselves and says, you know what? Thank you guys for all your advice. I appreciate it very much. However, I am the emperor of my kingdom, of my empire, and you need to leave the throne room. Thank you. You know, and I'm going to make decisions. I'm going to decide. And so this is them stepping into their authority and overcoming this. And this is what is coming in here. For you, for the month of August, you're letting go of these limiting beliefs and these, things that cheat and deceive you from not thinking you're worthy to go for something or do something or step forward. If they're the doubting type of whispers of, oh, I don't know, you're gonna fail at that. Oh, okay, I don't want to do that. It's like there is no failure. There's only experience. And if I at first I don't nail it, I'm going to try again until I do, and I can. There is no failure. There's just steps in getting towards what I want. And I like that for you. So very, very positive, strong energy coming in. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, 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 Felicia. I totally missed that. That's something in America. It's like, bye, Felicia. You're saying goodbye to someone, you're rejecting them. It's like, all right, Felicia, I'm done with you. It's not you. It's just a phrase and a saying. Mary, how dare you? I don't think she's in here anymore. But, yeah, that's not about you at all. Could probably even Google, "What does 'Bye Felicia' mean?" And you're gonna find it and go, "Wow." Yeah, you are very welcome. That's so funny. Didn't even and they're right after one another, too. I'm just like, "That is hilarious. What are the chances of that?" That's funny. Alrighty, so many blessings to you, and we'll continue moving down the list here. All right, Lalima Sony, hello, hello, my praying mantis member, and you like an August month prediction. Let's see, what does Spirit want you to know here? All right, I do like this because the Knight of Swords does show movement of thought and belief and mindset and this quest for higher truth, which does bring in this new birth, brings in this harvest, brings in this mother nature, mother nurture. And I like it because I feel like with these seeing yourself from a higher perspective, you're setting yourself free from some of these small t truths that are rooted in fear, and it allows you to step up into this place of honoring yourself, nurturing yourself, and you're letting go a lot of these, leftover people pleasing, you know, ideas that we're brainwashed with, like, "You're supposed to make everyone feel better." And then when someone's upset, we feel so bad, "I've gotta solve this, I've gotta make them feel better." No, we don't. There's this release, this freedom where you are all this energy that was invested in trying to help other people be happy. I've gotta make them happy. You're like, "I'm gonna make myself happy. I'm gonna fill up, and they can have the overflow. I'm not going to drain myself trying to make everyone else happy," because you can give someone the world and they can still choose to be unhappy. So you focus on filling up. I love I forget where I heard it, but it says the greatest gift you can give the world is a healthy, full, overflowing you. Because if it's like on a plane, right? You put the oxygen mask on yourself first, and then you help someone else. And it's like, yeah, that's right. Because if you're healthy and full and overflowing, everyone's getting to experience the best of you, right? Instead of the cranky us when we're tired and drained and resentful because we're starving and so tired and because we're giving to everyone else and no one's giving to us, you're like, you get to fill up. So I like that for you, Lalima. That is a beautiful message for August. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You're so funny, Felicia. Right, I was getting nervous, like, "Why is she saying goodbye to me? What did I do?" Alright, so Aisha, you're up next. You'd like a love reading? Let's see, what does spirit want you to know around love right now? Ooh, the choices, the choices. Well, we got a lot of emotion that's coming in regarding love right here. We have Mother Luna, which is all about emotion. She influences our tides, right? And we have the Seven of Cups too. And there's all this emotion. I feel like y- they're kind of taking you off course a little bit here with this energy because they want to let you know that you're not first I have to say a disclaimer, I'm not a licensed psychologist or doctor or anything, so you should always pursue licensed professionals, but they're like, you're not crazy. If you feel like your emotions are up and down and all over the place, it's because you're very, very deeply influenced by moon energy. And moon energy happens every couple, 2 to 3 days. Like we just came off of Pisces energy, a water moon, into a fiery Aries moon. And so, like, you might have felt like, I feel like very emotional and I just feel like I want to be alone, or I'm feeling all these emotions, this amplified, and now you're like, now I'm like fiery and I'm like active and I got all this energy. Where did this come from? And then we move into um, Taurus energy next, which is grounding and balance. And then we move into Gemini energy, into thinking and up here. And then you move into Cancer, which is, oh, I'm feeling emotional stuff again. And so sometimes with all these emotions, we might feel like we're like, what is going on with me? But that's why, because you have this strong connection to the moon that they want you to know about, and it helps you understand that follow if they're like, before we move into talking about love, it's important for you to learn to track the moon and the energies and look into, you can usually online, you can even search moon sign for today. And if it's like, oh, Aries, and then sometimes they'll even say Aries moon means blah 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 blah, and this is how it can influence you. Don't limit yourself to that, but you can look at it and go, well, how does the Aries moon energy impact me? And even do a moon journal. Like, this is how I'm feeling with this Aries moon. Tomorrow, I think, is Aries moon, and then you might feel the switch and go, "Oh, I feel so much more grounded. Okay, this is what I feel," and you might have it's like drugs on humans. They impact us all differently in different ways because of all the astrology and the soup that we are. We get influenced differently from the moon. So I feel like that's what they want you to know right now is before you start looking into love, it's understanding all of your emotion within you, and then you're like, oh, I can understand what energy I'm going to be dealing with and how I can use it towards love. So that's what they have for you right now. There's like, wait, wait, before we leap, let's look at this. So that's what's coming in. All right. So many blessings to you there. And then Bonita, you are up next. Hello, hello. You want to know what is coming up in your love life? Let's see here. What does Spirit want you to know here? Okay. Well, I like this because if this was by itself, it would be like, oh. But you've got the world card, which trumps this. This tells you that, you know, the fears you have of heartbreak and being heartbroken and all of that, you're ready with the world card to move and leave behind the old ways of thinking, the old ways of feeling, and you're moving into a new journey that's free of a lot of the supposed tos and shoulds and need tos. Because this is the culprit of why we have heartbreak. If you haven't checked out my Take 10 with Zen series, the one that just came out yesterday is about heartbreak. And I feel like that's important to look at here. So look at that and just see that when it's talking about what heartbreak is and what these fears are, this is about looking at the fears you have around losing love, being rejected, and fears of failure, because these are the kind of things that you're leaving behind, so that you can leap into this new world. Because this is the last card in the major arcana, and the Fool's card is the first card in the major arcana, the zero, which is zero expectations, freeing yourself from all these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. That allows you to have this free adventure that it allows you to feel things so differently, and it allows things to happen too. Because if we have too many supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts, we limit. This is the limit here of the love we can experience, and there's this whole wide world, which if we're able to release a lot of stuff, it's like we're telling the universe, telling the creator, I trust that you are going to bring the perfect person in the perfect way in the perfect time. And then in the meantime, you live and you love yourself and you focus on you and you trust these things are going to come in. And I feel like this is a big piece of what you're going through right now to prepare you for this freedom that's coming. So I like it, and that is what they have for you. So many blessings to you. Hey, love 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome, welcome. All right. I will look for the email. All right. Another member in the house. Thank you so much. I love those green and the little badges. They're just so cute. All right. So while I'm waiting for that to come through, just for sake time here, we will look here and we did that one. And Jamie, if you're still here, you can ask a question. And for anyone new that's coming in here, because I see some people have asked, the chat is the list, so there's no special list. You just ask your question. If you want it prioritized, a donation of any kind will have me bring it up. Going to be on for about 34 more minutes, and then I'll be heading off into the Praying Mantis member free readings. And so, if you're interested in becoming a member, that's one of the big perks. Is that after every of my free reading sessions, which are about 2 hours, I also then have a free readings for my Praying Mantis member. It's like a chat that only they can get into. So, if that's what you're interested in, you can click the membership video at the top and see how to do that. All right. So let's take a look here. So, Jamie, I don't see a question right there. So we will go on to Lydia. You want to know which job should you go for is more suitable for you? Of course, with spirit, there are no shoulds. It's just different choices with different experiences. So we'll focus in on more which is more suitable for your skills. And what is gonna let's just pull a card for each, and it's gonna tell you the energy that comes up with each, and then you can decide what is like, what are you looking for? So that's D, that's CL, and then SC. Okay. So D, Three of Wands, you end up going a different direction. That it doesn't satisfy you for long. You end up going, detour. So I don't feel like D is for you. CL teaches you higher education. You learn a lot. It's a lot of mental work, a lot of mental learning and awareness that comes in through CL. So it's more mentally based, mentally challenging. Ooh, SC, if this is Capricorn energy, Saturn energy, which SC, it is a lot of hard work, but there's a great reward after it. So if you're willing, that's what the Saturn energy does. It challenges us, it shakes us to our core. But if we do the work, we have this freedom that comes, and then also great reward afterwards. So I feel like D really isn't going to be for you. CL could be if you are focusing on mental work and higher, a lot of brain work, I guess. And SC, I I'm a Capricorn rising, so that intrigues me. I'm like, what? A challenge? Challenge accepted. I'm going to do this. I'm going to head off, and because I know there's a huge reward after it, and I want a challenge. So, but CL and SC, whichever one resonates more for you, is what is coming in. So that is what they have for you, Lydia, and many blessings to you. Oh, LA, you got busted out. I know, right? Whoops. All of us have gone through the same thing, LA. So don't feel like that at all. All right. I don't see. Oh, there it came. I was like, I think my email just needed to refresh here. All right. So, love 1, 2, 3, 4. I did get your donation. So, you'll be up next. And then Mia, and then Gemini, Sun, Aquarius, Moon. All right. So, thank you so much for your donation. Love 1, 2, 3, 4. And, I researched how to upgrade. Um, Okay. No problem. If you check out, my webpage here, let me just put this down here real quick. Um, this is the memberships, and at the bottom, I actually put the instructions that I found, on how you can upgrade. If you wanna keep the Love 1, 2, 3, 4, and you wanna ditch the other one, the membership, it talks about how you can upgrade it, and only prorates the increase from the day that you do it or whatever, if you're interested in doing that. Because I was like, "That's good to know," 'cause I had no idea. So, just in case. Alright. And then AC, you'll be the next free reading that I will do if I can get that far, in 30 minutes, so alright, so let's take a look here. Love 1, 2, 3, 4. How okay, sorry. Shh, 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 shh. Number 1. Let's take a look there. Anything else? Okay. And then number 2. Ooh, okay. Number 3. Okay. All right. And number 4. Okay. And number 5. Whoa. Save the best for last. Just kidding. Uh, you crack me up. All right. So let's take a look here. Number 1. Ooh. Um there's there's mysterious and unknown, very emotional. I like it. And the 10 of Wands here, harvest a lot of energy, a lot a lot of passion, but a lot of emotion too. So I like that here. I like the mystery. I like the unknown. I feel like they're going to surprise you with something possibly too. So I like that. So that's number 1. And then number 2. Okay. All right. Yeah, I feel like with number 2 they feel inspired. Like this is the higher calling, right? The higher self calling. It's like they're trying to see things differently. I almost feel like they want to do something differently. 6 of Pentacles is they're, kind of going back and forth trying to figure something out. But I feel like with all of this, they're like they don't want to do well, here's the same old, same old. They're trying to get inspired about doing something unique and different. Um, but I feel like they don't want to, they just don't want to do something that's just because you're because you're not normal. Why do you want to do something boring and normal? They want to do something exciting and different for you. So I feel like they're trying to get inspiration, which is funny. But that's why why they're attracted to you, right? And then, number 3, yeah, I'm at number 3. Oh, okay. So number 3 here, we've got um, just a little nudge just to balance heaven and earth. We've got the 2 of Pentacles is just, I feel like it's there's this message with all of this. The 7 of Cups is there's a lot of emotional energy. Wow, a lot of emotional energy everywhere. I promise I can hold on to circular cards. 7 of Cups, just a lot of emotions flowing everywhere. There's so many choices, so many things, so many hands in so many pockets, and they're like, Rattler, you need to simmer down a little bit here. The High Priestess is another 2. You have the 2 of Pentacles, is about step back, connect with spirit, look behind the scenes, dive deep into your emotions, but step away from the chaos to get clarity on what is most important. There's things that are demanding your attention that are saying they're urgent, but they're not important. And it's important for you to, come to this balancing here because you've got the Page of Wands, which is a lot of energy, a lot of new passion, a lot of new ideas, a lot of new stuff. And, you have that you want to be successful, you want this outside world and all this stuff, but Spirit is saying it's important for you, remember to not stress and to simmer down. So there's this balancing energy with all of that because I felt like I wanted to talk really fast and really just and now I just wanna be quieter, and I just wanna step back, and I just wanna balance and understand the cycles of things, but also, you know, it's, the cycle's important. Busyness is good, but rest, and busyness and rest, but you can't do busy, 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 busy without it catching on fire, and so they're like, there's a lot of stuff, it's, be aware of what's important, and the stuff that's urgent but not important, you don't need to invest energy into it. So this is their advice of Spirit for you. Okay. And then number 4, we've got the King of Swords here, which is the master of overthinking. So I feel like you will be fine here. 'Cause it's like, don't overthink it. They're like, "You're overthinking. Your mind is, into that. It's okay." So I feel give you 1 card for that. And they're like, "You're overthinking it." King of Swords rolls over it with the queen, but gets a second portion, so they're the masters of thought, and that's what they're saying is like, "You're overthinking with that." And then number 5, oh my gosh, okay. So, um a lot of passion. The fastest night, out of them all. Woo, 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 right? And we've got the World card, which is a victory card, with the giant wreath, but it's an ending of old cycles and the beginning of new adventures, new, um, this comes before the full card. It's the last card in the major arcana, and it's the beginning of a new adventure with less and less restrictions and expectations, but it's less restrictions, right? And then you have the Knight of Pentacles too, which is the slowest moving night, which is nice because I feel like we've got all this fast, 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 dut, 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 but we also it's important to savor, right? And to take your time as well. It's not just wham bam, thank you, ma'am. You know, with this, it's about being, enjoying the adventure, enjoying the journey as well. So I like all that. All right. So I like all of those. And again, thank you for your donation. And we'll hit the other two when you join in the post um praying mantis session in 22 minutes. All right. So Mia, thank you so much for your donation. Hello, hello. You want to ask what? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for your donations. So what does P truly think and feel about you? All right, let's take a look here. Well, okay, evidently those. And what this one and this one too. All right, let's see. What do they truly think and feel about for you? Okay, well, that's very obvious. And then what are these? All right. Well, there's a lot of good stuff here. I know, like, is there bad stuff? No, not really. Because you got 2 joy and celebration cards that came out together. So first of all, what do they think and feel about you? Well, they it brings them joy, it brings them celebration. They definitely have this here. So, I like that. There's that energy that's there. The one I was like, "Meh," it's good. They're balancing their heart and their mind, and I like that you got that they have the 10 of swords, because this means that they had a lot of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts around relationship and interactions and stuff with people, and it's like, "Meh," this is exhausting trying to live up to all those things and doing all those things, and it's like, nope, they're letting this go. They're balancing their heart is finally being able to have like this say so, because this used to be like in a prison, like their heart was trapped behind those bars, but they're being set free. The 10 is endings and beginnings of new ways of thinking, ones that allow love to be expressed, and not just all mind and no heart. So I like that coming in here. And the last 3 cards are just very positive. You got the King of Pentacles, which is abundance, you've got the Knight of Wands, which is passion and movement, and you got the Star card, which represents wish come true, and these feelings of hope and brightness. And so, it feels very positive here. And I feel like there's about to be some fast movement. As soon as the heart gets released from prison, it's like, wow, here they come. And it feels very full in the outside world and very passionate. And it feels very dreamy with that star card that's coming in there too. So I like those. Let me see anything else. I feel like that's their thinking and their feeling, and anything on their next actions here. Yeah, they're kinda still thinking here. They're like, "Okay, which how am I gonna do this? Which way I'm gonna do this here with the 2 of Wands?" So they're still in the decision point, but all of this other stuff looks like it's getting ready, for movement. The 2 of Wands is, "How do I wanna act on this?" Not if, how. So that's a big affirmation there. So that's what they have for you, Mia Mia. So many blessings to you. And thank you again for your donation. All right. And then Gemini, Sun, and Moon, Aquarius Moon. Sorry. Always good to see you too. And right on cue, you have your question. Boom. You're very welcome, Mia. So, what will response be if you text asking him to clarify if we're meeting at his house? Oh, okay. Too cute. All right, so let's take a look here and see what would their response be. It's not silly either. When it comes to our relationships with people, we always overdo it, don't we? It's so funny. Because it's like, this is funny. New communication about home. So this is like uh, exactly what you're talking about in here. So it's like, okay, so this is what this means. Um, their reaction here, it's weird. They've got this, the 7 and 9 of swords. It's like fears. What? But the 7 of pentacles is all about the, um last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit, and I feel like the fruit is there. And I feel like what um when we're talking about um yeah, what his response will be. Well, I feel like there's mixed communication, and it's like I feel like it's um first of all, like the back and forth, it's like if you text him, I feel like you're gonna be like, "Well, wait a minute," and you're gonna, like, have to text them back, "Do you mean this?" And they're like, "Da, da, da," and you're like, "Wait." It feels like there's miscommunication by, text. So, um, I would almost I'm almost encouraging you to call and just say, "Hey, brain fart, we're meeting at your house, right?" Because I feel like it'll just come through, with that, and you can text me back if you want, but I feel like the texting, it, it gets it gets misconstrued and, whatever with it. It just feels weird because that's all about communication. Are we going into I don't think we're in Mercury retrograde yet. So I feel like just just do it, just call them. And if you don't hear back, just assume that you are and show up. So that's what I say. That doesn't mean that's what spirit is saying for you is just do it. Just do it. All right. So that is what they have for you. So thank you so much, Gemini, Sun, Aquarius, Moon. Many blessings to you. All right. All right. So I'm only going to be on for about 14 more minutes. So I'm going to get the two donations here, and you are very welcome. So, Ruhi Shah, thank you so much for your donation. Hey. So, will you be able to get the new job this month? Your manager's not renewing your visa. You're interviewing for a new job. Will you get it soon? All right, let's take a look here and see what the spirit wants you to know here. But the new job this month. And let's see what we've got here. Interviewing a new job. Will I get it soon? Anything else about this? Nope. Okay. All right. All right. It's very positive here. You've got the king of pentacles, which is like abundance for sure coming through here. So huge, huge, um, you know, huge energy here with this. So we've got a very positive thing here. So I like that. And then you also have the 6 of Wands, which is joy and celebration and this victory. So again, a very positive card coming in here. um will you get it soon? I feel like here you've got the high priestess, which she steps away into her high priestess temple to really quiet things down and look at things. And you have the high priestess. So um I feel like you do get it very soon. You might because it's almost like the high priestess, she steps away. I almost feel like maybe you take a trip and then you come back, kind of energy here. But, the 3 here, the Empress card, is about new birth and harvest and abundance too. So you've got all of this abundance and all this victory. So very, very positive things coming in here, Rui. So I like it for you. I like it for you. Um, and I feel like with the high priestess, it's important where you invest your energy during this time because I feel like how soon you get it has to do with how you what energy you're focusing on internally, right? So if we're focusing on fears, we drag things out. If we focus on gratitude, we speed things up. So I really like it. If you want to check out my Take 10 with Zen, um, it's a free series that I have. I think it's in the description box of the video. And actually, I'll post one of the videos here in a moment. But 4, 5, and well, 6 is about death, but 4 and 5 are about fate and how we can speed up things consciously and deal with some subconscious things to allow things to come in too. So those are absolutely free. And if you want to check them out, they're less than 10 minutes each or 10 minutes and less. So that might be able to give you some guidance too on how you can have it come faster. But I like it for you. I feel like this is very beneficial. So with the manager not renewing your visa, you can thank them later because you're like, wow, it's so much more abundant for you. And they are doing you a favor because of what opens up for you. So I like it. I like it for you. You are very welcome. And thank you again for your donation. All right, Crow's Nest, thank you for your donation. And Teresa Whitaker, welcome to Praying Mantis. Thank you for becoming a member. Of course, if you didn't hear, or if you did, right after this, in about 10 minutes, I'm going to head off of here. And at 8, I will be joining the session here. And so come join us. And we'll pull cards there too. So excited. Thank you so much. All right, Crow's Nest, let's take a look here. So Hugo's next actions towards you in love. Let's see what we've got here. All right. Oh, slow mover, huh? You got the Knight of Pentacles. Dear, 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 dear. Oh, well, that makes sense. And now I can see why you cut things off. Yeah, because he's slow, slow response. What do they call it? Oh, first responder? No, he's slow responder. Oh my goodness. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah. And they're emotionally confused. They just got so much going on. That's so funny. Right? I don't know if he's a fire starter. That's funny. Yeah. I mean, you've got the balance of heart and mind coming in here. But let me see here. I mean, is this gonna do a fire here? Ay, 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 ay. Oh, ay. I thought that was Crow's Nest. Hey, thank you so much for subscribing and liking. I am going to be heading out of here in a few moments, though. So, going to be posting some things here in just a moment because I'm headed over to my other session here. Well, so you know, we got the queen of swords who gets water, who balances the mind with emotion. And then we've got the king of cups who balances emotion with they get a second portion of air with mind. So we've got this balance of heart and mind. And I just feel like, you know, that this heartbreak, whatever they had, this is what keeps them so balanced. It's like there's a lot of emotions that want to be expressed. There's a lot of stuff, but I just feel like they have a hard time moving in their emotions, right? I feel like it's like this is what they want, but this is what you get, which is slow movement. And they're on this journey of their worth, and it just feels like they just can't get past it. They just can't get past it. Let's see what else is here. Hugo, Hugo, Hugo. Yeah. Just overburdened and a lot of this, um, Eight of Swords is their thoughts and their beliefs and their mindsets that are blinding them and binding them and making them feel trapped. And, there's a lot of this is a good flow of energy with the Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Wands is endings and beginnings. But I just feel like with this, it's like it takes a very, very, very long time. I just don't feel like, is it by the end of the year, do they make any progress on their stuff here? Okay. It looks like they do. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, which means they do work and there is movement towards dream come true. So I feel like, they're doing their work towards their dream. Now, is that towards you? Are they going to do this? Is it movement towards you? Well, looks like yeah, it looks like you guys have had some double endings and double new beginnings here, but you have the Wheel of Fortune, so it's possible here with all of these cards that they do, um, maybe it does create a fire under their butt. Yeah. This card was sticking out, and I'm like, "Is that it?" They're like, "Yeah, Ace of Wands, fire." So I feel like with that, the it is worth it here with that 10 with the, Wheel of Fortune that, even your human feels like it's worth the wait and worth the effort here. But, I feel like that, um, it's making them want to, look at those things. Yeah. I feel like they're gonna do their inner work a little bit more first before they reach out. Um Oh, to make it's like I go, "Sure, if that's what you want." But yeah, I see. Yeah, to make to, you know, um, to express themselves, right? So, I definitely see that. But that's what's coming in, Crow's Nest, so it feels like it's worth the wait, but while you're waiting, you can look at all those things and you're, of course, releasing your own expectations, your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, and those things as well. Um, that just makes it a win-win, win-win, win-win-win, right? So I like it. All right, everybody, I'm getting down to where I need to leave in 4 minutes to catch my other session. So, before I go, though, I do wanna make sure everyone knows that I do have a membership drive going on because I just started memberships. But in this video, it does talk about some giveaways that I'm giving even away to non members. But it's a video that just talks about, first of all, my appreciation for everyone. I've almost been doing this for a year live on YouTube. Of course, readings for decades, but live on YouTube for a year. And so it's appreciation for all the likes and the subscribing and being here and your love and your support and your thirst for a spirit. So check that out for that out of anything. If you like the video, of course, like it. And then if you comment on it, if you don't become a member, there's going to be a giant uh, drawing at the end of the month for everyone. And if you become a member, there are weekly giveaways throughout the month as well. And then I've always been giving away to my subscribers. I have a drawing every week. And this one talks about that one on Mondays. Every Tuesday, I put out a video talking about what I'm giving away and how you can get into the drawing. So that's more free stuff that you can do there. And then also, each week I put out at least one pick a card reading. And this was this one from this week, how you can transform your lack, and there's a ton of other pick a cards about transforming emotions when we're ready. There's nothing wrong with feeling what we feel, but it's about transforming those. So you can check those out. There's a ton, like I said, on my main page. And then I also have a weekly Take 10 with Zen. Episode 8 just came out, which is about heartbreak. Last week was about heartache, which is about when we feel helpless to help someone. But there are videos that are 10 minutes or less that talk about connecting to the spirit world, connecting inward to who we are, and I answer questions from my subscribers as well. So a lot of free stuff that's there. And there's this if you have the praying mantis, like we just had Teresa, woo, the membership, you actually get advanced viewing of the next pick a card, the next take 10 with Zen. I'm going to be doing some meditation videos as well, and you'll have advanced notification of that. And then, like I'm about to leave and head off after each of my free sessions that I'm on for a couple hours, I also have a special one for all of my Praying Mantis members. So if you're interested, you can come join us, like beautiful Teresa is, and we are headed off into the next one. And sorry for the individuals that I wasn't able to get through to your free readings. I will be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. I am here Wednesday through Saturday nights at, of course, 6 to 8 or 6 to 7:55 p.m. And then on Friday, Saturday, Sunday mornings at 11 from 11 to 1. So if you want to come join us, we will be back. And apologies to everyone I was not able to get to for the free readings. But again, thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up and all of your love and your senses of humor. Yeah, don't hate on Felicia, Mary. Don't do it. She's special to us too. um, but just know as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, have a great rest of your night or day, wherever you're at in the world. And we'll see you soon. Until then, much love to you. You guys take care. Bye.